Everyone, Machi here. We are back with another in-depth look video. This time we're gonna talk about Wakka and Tidus. Makes sense, right? So get in your FF10 mood, Final Fantasy X mood, and let's do this fight. We're gonna do the level, the Chaos fight from the Twins Lost Chapter. We're gonna finish up our composition with Irvine. And we're gonna use a nice Emperor friend, Brother Summon. Let's go! Alright, here we go. So, first of all, we're gonna talk about Wakka right away. We're gonna talk more about Tidus later. Alright, so Wakka, well, it's his turn. So, let's talk about him. Wakka is a ranged character, hybrid type of character, deals damage and supports the team. Like I always say, with this type of characters, these kind of hybrid characters, it usually requires a little bit more thinking when you slot them into your team, because if you leave them as your only main damage source, it's not gonna be enough. If you leave him as your only super source, is not always enough. Depends though. And Wakka is kind of no exception. Wakka is very specific. He requires some brain activation to build a composition around him. But I believe we did a good job this time around, and we also got this buddy Tidus with him. So let's go over Wakka. Wakka is a very offensive support. It gives a ton of aura and buffs to the whole party. Like so many that actually his mere presence in the team, like, it's really noticeable in my opinion. You'll see that he will make Noctis, also with Irvine of course. He will make Tidus look like a champ. So we'll see. So, Wakka. Wakka has a bunch of utility and a lot of aura to the party, sorry. So, we start with Dark Attack. Dark Attack is a 4-hit ranged bravery attack plus HP attack, 120% overflow, 2 turns blind, and high turn rate. Now, the blind of Wakka is actually pretty useful. It's not a 100% blind at all, it's like 50% I think. And but it lasts 2 turns. So it's pretty valuable. Great Daring is now an kinda AoE party-wide battery. Gives a lot of battery to the whole party and a tremendous boost, a tremendous bravery boost to Wakka himself, because it grants party bravery based on own attack and then further increase by 2.0. Triggers an HP attack without bravery hits, so you can trigger HP attacks without having to use, to break an enemy or something like that if you need so. A bunch of overflow for gained bravery, and you gain a tremendous chance, which is not 100%, it's like 90%, so it's not guaranteed. Attack up 5, defense up 5, speed up 3, and max breath up 5. So very big boosts. These are all generic buffs, and as you can see, high turn rate here too. There is a theme going on with the whole Wakka kit, is that there is a lot of RNG involved in a lot of stuff. The blind is RNG, these buffs are RNG because it's not guaranteed, given that it's a very high chance of getting all of them, of course, but sometimes you will miss a buff or two. So that happens. Now, I know a lot of people do not like to play with RNG, and that's totally fine. I think that's subjective. I don't think Wakka's problem is RNG though, because I see a lot of people saying that Wakka has too much RNG going on, and I actually don't think that that's the problem. Like, if I have to pinpoint a problem for Wakka, I don't think RNG is actually a problem. I think it's subjective though. Like, you may or may not like playing with RNG. That's totally subjective. Now, so you gain all of these buffs. So Wakka has 4 buffs right away just for himself. he will have one more buff. So he will have a total of 5 buffs out of 6 slots, just with his own buffs. This clearly means that Wakka requires, like I said, a lot of thinking to slot into a party, because, for example, if I was running Wakka with, I don't know, Selfie and Beatrix or Penelo or someone like that, of course I would have too many buffs, too much buffs overlap, and that's not good, because of course you don't want to overwrite this type of stuff. Attack up 5, max brave up 5, speed up especially, right? Attack up and max brave up, you should always try to keep them. So this means that you need to build around him very heavily, which is fun, but it can also be a problem, of course. So that's totally true. Like, you need definitely specific compositions for Wakka to really work really well. For example, you could, well, you can run, for example, supports that don't really overlap with him. For example, like Eiko or Kate Seed have, you know, they can still support him without overlapping his own buffs. Stuff like that. So you can definitely build around him. In this case, we have Irvine, so we basically have like 2 hybrid characters and then Tidus. That's our composition here. Then attack reels is EX. You start out with it right away if you have a fully built Wakka. It's a 3-hit group ranged bravery attack plus HP attack 4 times. A little bit of overflow, proportionate HP damage to each target. Grants allies a random amount of bravery based on own attack, so another RNG element. Now, it's never really bad, this bravery amount, because it goes from like 100% of his own attack to up to 200% of his own attack. It's usually pretty good, but it is RNG, so it could be more, could be less. You never know. Now, you gain a buff called Captain's Order that we're gonna check, and allies have a fair chance, which is 60% I believe, of a 6 turns buff called Attack Reels. Another RNG element. So there, as you can see, there is a lot of RNG like stuff going around with Wakka's kit. Like I said, it's subjective if you like it or not, but I don't think it's really a problem for him, because during the course of a fight this RNG evens out, I think, and I think you have fair chances of proccing literally everything very often, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now, so there is one thing that I want to point out. Unlike most of the others, let's say, area moves in this game, this one does not do increased damage when attacking a single target, alright? I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it's something to keep in mind. It doesn't, like, if you are attacking a single target, this thing probably doesn't hit really hard. So that's why probably Wakka, I think it's better on at least 2 targets. You can still totally use him on 1 target, because I did and I had no problems, but attack reels might do less damage. So keep that in mind. Alright. So we got a pretty decent overview of what Wakka does. Let's start out by using attack reels, and let's see if we proc the attack reels buff on everybody, and let's see also our own buff. All right, we got it on Irvine. We didn't get it on Tidus though, as you can see. So there is that RNG, but over time you will proc it. Considering that Wakka's EX as well is not really slow. It's not super slow at all. Alright, Tidus, we will talk about you later, my friend. I'm gonna swap in Emperor here. Alright. So, let's check the EX buff Captain's Order. Raises party initial bravery, max brave attack, and party-wide bravery regen. So as you can see, Wakka is really like a uber strong buff and aura bot pretty much to the whole party. It's really strong. Like you can see, this buff here is also very loaded, as you can see. You can the fact that you have a framed buff here that gives bravery regen and also increases the initial bravery, you can pair him up with someone else that also gives like initial bravery boost or another bravery regen, and you can really have a ton of bravery regen to the whole party. Like, it's really strong. Overall, Wakka, just by being Wakka, has something like an absurd 90% attack, a bunch of max brave to the whole party, speed to the whole party, which is also pretty valuable, like eye brave, like he has a lot of stuff going on. He is really a team player now, which I really like. Alright, let's check the attack reels buff too. Keep in mind that the attack reels buff, it's only for his allies, alright? He gains the captain's order and these allies get attack reels. Wakka himself cannot get this one, alright? Attack reels is a 40% attack up, I believe, and 20% more overflow, so a very strong buff, a very strong offensive buff for his allies. Very strong. Alright. Of course, Wakka and Irvine go very well together. Irvine enables Wakka, Wakka enables Irvine, like they really pair well together. But Wakka goes well with a lot of people because his offensive capabilities are really strong. I mean, he enables offensive capabilities to his whole party to be really strong, or stronger than normal. So he is very versatile in that sense. But building around him, he's hard. Alright. So, let's use Dark Attack too. Let's see if we get a blind. I mean, we get the blind. Let's see if we can avoid it. Alright, awesome. Emperor doing his thing. Awesome. Fine. Canister shot. Alright, let's play the fight out. Let's get to the last wave where we will talk about Tidus 2 there. Okay. Why don't we try a Great Daring? As you can see, a very strong bravery boost to himself and a bunch of pretty strong battery to the whole party as well. That's Great Daring. It refreshed all of our buffs, as you can see as well. We have attack reels as well. Another thing that you might have noticed is that everything is high turn rate here, so Wakka is pretty fast too. It's very fast. Nice. That's a good chunk of damage there. Because of Irvine, attack reels hits very hard. We got the buff on Emperor too, so he can do more damage. Alright. Let's use another canister shot. We're gonna talk about these HP plus and bravery plus of Wakka too, because they are very strong as well. Or very useful, I should say. Yup. Very nice. So the HP plus of Wakka is a 2-hit bravery plus HP attack, a little bit of overflow, and gives party-wide bravery based on HP damage dealt. So very useful. And the bravery plus also grants party bravery based on own attack before hitting 2 times. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 skills out of 5 in his kit all give party-wide bravery. So he really can keep the bravery of the team going and flowing really well. Let's use the bravery plus just to see. Alright, that's a pretty good battery right there. Awesome. Alright, now we got a little bit of trash waves going on, and then we will talk about Tidus 2 in the last wave, and then we will play the fight out. Alright, Tidus. try the HP plus 2. Alright. Right. Go, go, go. Let's see if we can proc the buff on Tidus too. That would be nice. And we destroy our wave too. Okay, we didn't proc it on Tidus. We got it on the Irvine again, which is nice. Alright. You know what? Great daring. All right. Okay. Boss fight. All right. So, Wakka, you start by blinding A. Irvine, you do your thing. Tidus. All right. Finally, we can talk about Tidus 2. Tidus was one of the first EX Plus. He's a pretty old character right now. It can still be usable, or it can still be used with the right team, like I believe we have right here. You'll see that Wakka really empowers Tidus a lot here. And yeah, so Tidus is a fast, very fast melee DPS with a bunch of debuffs, and his kit does focus on having debuffs on the target. So it's kinda as is an utility fast DPS, let's put it that way. So, quick hit and slash combo are our two main abilities. Quick hit is a 3-hit melee bravery plus bravery attack. Sorry, high turn rate. You get winning spirit, is unique buff, and it's pretty much his own. His main mechanic, let's say, is playing around this winning spirit buff. We will see that. Attack up 1 and speed up 1. Becomes quick hit plus, while winning spirit is active. Slash combo, 4 hits, melee, bravery plus HP attack, a little bit of overflow, high turn rate. Puts speed down 1, attack down 1, and defense down 1, I believe 25% each on the enemy, so 3 debuffs, which are pretty useful. Become slash combo plus while winning spirit is active. Alright, so it's clear that without winning spirit we cannot do a lot. So to get that, let's just quick hit. Alright. Wakka, Wakka, Wakka. Blind that one too. Let's see if we can avoid. Nice. Didn't evade that one. It's fine. Okay, so we're winning spirit. Winning spirit only lasts 3 turns, so you have to play around it. If you use your skills not carefully, or if you burn through your skills, with Tidus you will have problems. You need to play a little bit carefully around this buff, which raises max brave and deals greater bravery damage based on the number of debuffs afflicting the target. And of course we also have the plus version of our skills. So first of all, with that buff it's clear that Tidus wants a lot of debuffs on the enemy, alright? The more debuffs means more damage overall with everything that he does, which is crucial. Don't ever bring Tidus to a fight where the boss is immune to debuffs, because otherwise you're not gonna have a good time. He definitely needs debuffs, otherwise he literally cannot work like right, let's put it that way. So quick hit plus, the plus version, it's the same thing. The difference is that it's instant turn rate and doesn't add to turn count. So very useful to build up bravery very fast, and then you can dump it with like HP plus, slash combo, especially this thing that we're gonna see now. But of course, you don't refresh Winning Spirit. So the whole point is that you have this this window where you have Winning Spirit active, and you need to make the best out of it. So you have to decide if you want to quick it, if you want to slash combo, maybe you need to use this one. There are a lot of possibilities, and it's pretty intriguing. I do understand. I do agree that sometimes this way of playing is a little bit clunky. You need to get used to it a little bit. You need to get a feel for the flow of Tidus skills, because he is a little bit different from other DPS character or DPT characters. Alright, Slash Combo Plus is straight up basically a stronger version with more overflow, so that's also important. The HP plus of Tidus is a 2-hit melee bravery plus HP attack with a little bit of overflow and high turn rate. So as you can see, very fast, everything is high turn rate, he has a speed boost, he's a very fast character. Now, this one, the added ability for Tidus is very useful for him because it's a 2-hit melee bravery plus HP attack which extend his own buffs, so extend Winning Spirits by 2 turns, and also raises attack. It's very useful because allows you to do some free combos, free in the sense that they do not require turns. Like for example, you can quick hit and then dump with buff longer slash for 0 turns basically, and that can also be useful to proc your attack up and then energy rain. Like there are some things that you can do with that, with this buff longer slash that are very, very cool. All right, we need to start debuffing too, so let's go and slash combo. Okay. All right. Canister shot, Irvine. We have attack rules up. Let's see if we can get the buff on Tidus. And we didn't. That's the RNG element of Wakka. But we will. No worries. Alright, Energy Rain. 6-hit group ranged bravery attack plus HP attack. So right away you can see that while he is mainly a melee character, Energy Rain is ranged. So keep that in mind. He has a little bit of he's a little bit of an hybrid here. Distributed based on the number of enemies, alright? So it's not AoE, but it's yeah, distributed on the enemies. Stolen Bravery might exceed max brave up to 150%. Total HP damage to each target. So this is why you prefer to use Tidus in multiple targets fight, because this thing does a lot of AoE damage. Total HP damage to each target, and you gain Winning Spirit, 5 turns attack up 2, and speed up 1. So the attack up is actually stronger than quick hit, if you guys see that. This is attack up 1, this is attack up 2. But also refreshes, crucially, Winning Spirit. So you definitely want to use the EX also to refresh Winning Spirit, right? Alright, let's check it. Nice. And we don't have the Wakka buff. Otherwise we would have even more overflow. Alright. We have armor shot on Irvine, let's use it. Also we have the our EX Energy Rain being ranged is also affected by Irvine ranged overflow. So there's also that. Okay. Just use an HP plus. Get a little bit of bravery back to everyone. Nice. Alright, we got to see the counter too. So this is why the blind from Dark Attack synergizes well with Wakka himself too. Because Wakka has one of those old passives. He was one of the first characters to counter basically. His counter didn't really change over time, so it's still the old one. It's still fairly decent though. Basically, when you evade, you counter with a bravery attack. Nothing more than that. So nothing incredible, but you know, it's decent. All right, We got to see the overview of everybody, so we got to play the fight out now. Alright, let's go. So, I start by quick hitting. Alright, we are a max brave here. No, we don't need to do that now. Let's just HP plus. Okay. Here we go. Dump our bravery and that's energy. You see how many turns we got in a row with Tidus, so you have to get used to that. He's very fast. He's a speedy boy. Okay, Irvine, you just do that. Wakka. Blind him. Nice. Counter. Nice. All right. We almost have attack rules up. Okay. Let's debuff A. We still didn't get the buff on Tidus. We are very unlucky today. You know what? Let's just... let's stay safe with Irvine. We don't need to risk anything. Alright, quick hit. Nice. Cool. Right, do we have attack reels up? We do. Let's use it. Wakka, get your buff to your body, Tidus, please. Oh, thankfully. Alright, we got it. So that's, of course, that's the RNG part of the of Wakka. But like I said, it will even out during the fight, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay. It's just HP plus. And then... Okay, got all of our buffs. All right. Yeah, quick hit. All right, scatter shot. Blind B. Okay, we lost our winning spirit here. I'm not gonna refresh it right away. Let's use slash combo first. Nice. Okay, that's good damage there from Wakka. Good. All right. Okay. Tidus, another one of the good things about Tidus is that he can shave very well. He can shave very well because quick hit, well, not now because we don't have winning spirit, but quick hit, being instant, you can use it just to shave and you don't even lose a turn on that. So makes him a good bravery shaver, at least on single target. All right, let's just use energy rain right away. Nice. That's very good damage there. Bravery plus. Okay. Can just HP plus there. Right. They'll probably start to do the HP attack here, so we gotta be careful about it. Irvine, canister shot. Quick hit. Time bravery and energy ray again. Okay. To be careful because they go very okay. Trinity Hurricane. This one is gonna hurt a little bit. Okay, Wakka. The added ability for Wakka is all attack. Just simply a max rev and attack boost to the whole party, so another party-wide move, which is very nice. Yeah, let's use it. And let's blind him. Slash combo. Canister shot. See if we can evade. Nice. Have attack creels up. Let's use it. Got the buff on everybody. Very nice, because I think it's about time to summon, I would say. Yeah. Let's do that first. One quick hit. And summon. Nice. Okay. Wakka. Great daring. Very good. Irvine, armor shot. Let's heal up too. I'll bravery attack. Nice. And is B blinded? Yes. One more great daring. That's a lot of bravery boost there. Tidus, you can quick hit. And energy ring, yes. Alright, so even outside of summon, with all of our buffs up, as you can see, we can reach 90 plus K AoE to everybody with Irvine, Wakka, with this comp here. Alright. Nice, got the launch too. One down. Like that. Nice. Was a pretty trolly ending there. Alright. Wow, new high score too with Tidus, man. I didn't expect that. Cool. So that is in my opinion one of the like good compositions that you can run with Wakka, with Tidus, two characters that benefit from this type of stuff, this type of party-wide auras, more overflow and all of that, like very offensive type of supports that can still do damage, like Wakka, like Irvine. I hope you had a good overview of what these two characters can do. And yeah, like I said, I think the main, let's say, problem, if you can want to view it as a problem for Wakka, it's not really the RNG. The RNG, you can play around it. I don't think it's that big of a deal during the whole course of a fight. But of course, you need to like it. Like you need, if you don't like, for example, the RNG on Kate Sit, this is like that type of RNG, like times 10. Of course, there's much more RNG here. So you need to like it, but I wouldn't say that's a problem. The problem for Wakka is, of course, building around him. As you can see, he has a lot of buffs, which are the main thing. You need to keep those buffs. Tidus might not the best attacker right now, but as you can see, with the right composition, he can still do some very, very good damage. I don't think our Tidus here has hit for less than max damage, honestly. He was really, really good pumping out the DPS here. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you think of Wakka and Tidus. Thank you so much, and see you guys soon.